he should have done, or what they could have done, was brought her in. But the cops are trying to secure the location. They think this guy's got a gun.
And he did, and you saw the picture of the gun.
They assume he's armed, and they just have to assume he's dangerous.
And he's high.
And he won't respond to their commands. He won't.
At all. I mean, how many times did they say, drop the fucking gun?
But he didn't have the gun in his hand.
No. But he was playing with it when he was smoking. He had it in his hand when he was smoking, and then he put it on his ankle. He had an ankle. Like, who drives around with an ankle gun holster?
Well, where do you want him to put it? In his underwear?
Yeah, put it in your pocket?
Like a real thug?
Yeah. Put it in your underwear.
So he can almost shoot his dick off?
Fucking roll like Plexico Burris? Yeah. You're not Mel Gibson out of Lethal Weapon. Speaking of, have you seen that TV show? With Damon Wayans and that new guy?
It looks bad.
It looks bad, but I'm intrigued.
I don't know.
I'm intrigued.
I think the only thing that looks worse is the new MacGyver.
No, they're not.
You haven't seen that? Oh, yeah.
Who's playing MacGyver?
I don't know. It looks like some 20-year-old. I mean, it's like he's got the weirdest hairdo. It's a weird person to be like.
That's not who. Well, I mean, we also grew up with MacGyver, so they're trying to introduce a hip kid to the younger audience.
That's great. Do that. But he's got to have some type of scruff to him. For me, if he's going to be a man,
The man.
Right.
Not a man.
Instead,
the man.
because hand
me a paper clip.
It doesn't matter who you are and
Q-tip.
what movie or TV show it is now. You kick ass at karate. Like, all these guys are super badass fighters. Like, they can beat the shit out of everybody in the room.
Right.
And then he also is smart. It's like bullshit. I don't believe for a second this guy could fight.
So that guy, the new guy. But you believed.
Well, the old guy didn't fight, though. He would get.
Oh, so he's now. Okay, so what you're saying now is that he's a jiu-jitsu expert.
Yeah, because that's what they do now with everybody.
What? Is he a UFC fighter on the side, too?
Who knows? He's some skinny, dorky-looking guy. He's got a bad haircut.
I don't know, man. Okay, so you and I have had a long-standing history with the Wayans brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, from In Living Color to Bulletproof.
I love Damon Wayans on In Living Color. Like, he was my guy.
Who's Keenan? Is he the oldest? With the mustache? He always rocked the mustache?
Well, he was the leader of that show. I don't know if he's the oldest or not. There's so many siblings.
Well, there was Damon, Keenan, and then what's the other one that does Scary Movie?
That's Marlon. But then you're also forgetting Sean.
Oh, well.
Who was SW1, their DJ on the show.
Sure.
Do you remember that?
Right, yeah.
We got
with
SW1 and the Fly Girls. And, like, Sean's up there pretending to DJ. There's
no way.
He's not
no way.
He's moving the record around, but you don't hear any difference whatsoever.
No.
They're just playing a song. They're just playing a track, and he's pretending to be a fucking... Well, he's acting.
Yeah, okay. So, Sean...
SW1.
SW1. Sean Wayans 1.
Sean and Marlon, though, the two of them paired off and did the movies together.
Marlon
Scary Movie.
Marlon is
White
the guy
Chicks.
that I can't stand.
They had that TV show together.
I've never been able to stand Marlon. Like Damon and the older brother, I'm totally cool with.
Yeah.
Like
What about the sister?
I don't even remember her.
What's her name? Not Lisa. Was it Lisa Wayans? She was on In Living Color too. You don't remember her?
I do not. I remember Jennifer Lopez and this one blonde girl that was a fly girl.
Yeah.
She was my girlfriend.
I don't remember.
In my mind.
Like, when I watch...
blonde girl was my friend.
When they show reruns now, I'll see Jennifer Lopez dancing, and I'm like, oh, yeah, there she is. When I was a kid, I was not into J-Lo.
I wasn't either. Like I said, I was
into the blonde girl. Yeah.
The one, but she would always like kind of play, and I wonder what she's up to today. What do you think she's up to? Is she think
she probably
dead?
teaches dance or something?
Okay, in New York City,
or maybe
some classy.
Maybe she hooked up with some rich guy and she was able to just, become a housewife or a mom or something.
Okay,
that'd be pretty nice. I would love for some rich to have married a really, really rich person that just said, you know what,
bitch that just.
Why don't you stay home and just make this house the best house we can have?
You know what? I don't even have to go to work. That's how rich I am. We can just go travel the world.
Well, I don't know about that. I'd like some time to myself.
Okay.
I mean, if we're going to be home all the time, both of us, one of us has to go do something.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like you you marry a rich bitch, and you're like, hey man, I want to take my private jet to Paris tonight. You in? I'd be like, fuck yeah, and we go out there and we party in Paris for the night and we fly back. That kind of rich. That would be nice.
I don't know if I could handle being that rich. Like I don't know. I don't know if I could handle it.
What do you think of the Brad Pitt Angelina?
Oh my God, this is so stupid. The whole world all of a sudden cares about.
Speaking of private jets,
Yeah, I mean, what do you think? You think she's crazy, or is he that big of an asshole?
I think he's an idiot. I know that much.
Why? Like mentally stupid or what?
No, I'm the 1 percentile of men that could not wrap my mind around him leaving Jennifer Aniston for Angelina Jolie. I really couldn't. I mean, I'm like, you
what about
married
leaving Gwyneth Paltrow for Jennifer Aniston, huh?
No, it doesn't even. It pales in comparison.
Yeah,
like that was an upgrade. That was
Sure.
more of a
Okay.
like a transition.
Yeah. Right.
Like Gwyneth Paltrow is gorgeous. I've been crushing on her since.
But she's got that hippie bullshit thing going on.
Yeah, now she does. But back in the day, she was trying to be hip.
She probably was like that back then too.
True. But you never saw it. Now you see it. Now with social media and stuff.
Yeah.
But you left Gwyneth Paltrow to be with Jennifer Aniston.
Congratulations.
Slow clap all the way to the altar. I mean, but then when he left her for Angelina Jolie, I don't know what it is about Angelina Jolie. I just don't find her sexy.
But maybe she's like the coolest person you ever hung out with. You know what I mean?
That's got to be cool.
Maybe
fuck.
Right. Maybe he hung out with her and he's like, man, this girl is amazing.
She likes the Patriots.
Because remember when she was hooked up with Billy Bob Thornton?
That right there. Enough said.
But
you're already fucked up.
Do you remember
in
the
my
crazy shit the two of them were in the media doing?
No.
And like she was out there, and I could see him just being like, man, this chick is wild.
Well,
she is wild.
I do remember at one movie premiere when she was with Billy Bob Thornton, she went with her brother, who looks exactly like her.
And they like kissed on
and
the
they
mouth.
Made out.
They were making out.
They made out.
No, they didn't.
I would consider that making out.
They kissed each other on the mouth. They didn't like make out.
If I would kiss my kids on the mouth the way that Angelina Jolie kissed her brother on the mouth, I'd be having DCFS here tomorrow.
Well, that's different.
Is it?
Yeah.
Your brother?
Because that's not consensual.
All right. Now we're splitting it. Legal hairs, but
it's still not incest. It's just not consensual. It's just creepy.
No, and the fact that Jon Voight is her dad, that adds a whole nother chapter.
But they're estranged.
They are estranged. But that's what creeps me out about it. I don't want John.
You don't want a great actor as your father-in-law?
If I'm getting into a relationship with a girl whose dad is Jon Voight, I want him to have a healthy relationship with her. Like, I don't need to worry about Jon Voight breaking into my house and being Jon Voight. You know what I mean?
I don't.
He's the guy from Anaconda. He plays crazy roles. He's the guy from Mission Impossible where he backstabbed everybody. Like, that's his thing. He cuts people off in like fantastic fashion.
Those are shitty movies after his career was over. These are.
I don't remember one good. Well, Mission Impossible 1 was.
He's
good.
famous for the 70s.
Okay, I guess I never saw any of those.
You didn't see what's that movie with what?
Nope.
The
Not
dueling
ringing a bell.
banjos.
No.
And the Squeal for Me Piggy. The guy's getting raped in the woods.
Nope.
It starts with a D. What the hell's it called? Not The Departed.
Was that Dissension or I think I remember. Did somebody end up crying in a bathtub at the end of that?
The Crying Game? No.
Either way, I'm just saying that leaving Jennifer Aniston for Angelina Jolie, who kisses her own brother and makes it look weird, and an estranged father that's Jon Voight. I mean, that's enough for me to be like, Match.com can't get me to respond to your email.
He isn't you. He could have every
He's
girl
Brad Pitt.
that he looks at in a room. Whether they're married or not, he could be like, you know what? I want to hook up with her. So what he needs is someone who is fucking out there and just so different. And so I could see how he was like, oh, man, this girl is doing it for me.
So you think that he left Jennifer Aniston because she was just too squeaky clean?
No, I think their relationship had run its course, and it was probably stale. And they're both he's out doing 5 movies a year, and she's doing nothing. Friends is over, and she's sitting at home waiting for him to come home.
Now that's not fair. Jennifer Aniston has been working not as much as Brad.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, she
What,
did.
she did Along Came Polly?
Yeah, Along Came Polly.
Oh, that must have taken, 6 weeks?
Right.
Meanwhile, he's out doing Troy. He's on
Over in-
regimens of getting his body built, and then he's got to shrink down to do Benjamin Button, and now he's doing Mr. and Miss Smith. I mean, he's fucking got to do martial arts training, learn how to take apart a gun in 30 seconds, or whatever, to do these movies. And she's sitting at home going, well, I thought we'd go to, I don't know, Cabo? Like, bitch, I
got to work on this gun taking apart assembly.
You're just not crazy enough for me.
She does play the same role every time. She really does.
I don't think that has anything to do with why their marriage.
I don't know. Being an
broke up.
artist, like you got to be able to respect your, if
Well,
you're
that's
both
true.
artists, and I do consider I consider Brad an artist.
So then he hooks up with this wild girl on a set, and they start
With
talking.
big DSLs.
And they start talking about the craft of acting, even though they're doing a cheesy action romantic comedy. They start talking about, oh yeah, I really liked your work, and oh yeah, thanks. I you know what? I want to go here. Oh yeah, and I want to travel here. And they start talking,
Right.
and then she starts having all these worldviews that he's like, fuck yeah. Meanwhile, Jennifer Aniston's like, so me and Cox want to go do this. What do you think?
We're gonna go to Vegas.
Yeah, why don't we Vegas? Fuck Vegas. Why go to Little Paris? We can go to fucking Paris.
right.
And
right.
and hang out with Johnny Depp and whatever.
Whoa. Don't even get me started.
I don't know. I think Brad Pitt's a little weird, and he liked how weird she was.
Okay. All right. Well, then why are they breaking up? I don't know. From the sources,
Because she's fucking nuts. It finally broke,
well, the story is,
and now she's trying to run him through the mud.
And I've kind of kept up to date with this, which me, I'm not a big gossip tabloid guy.
Neither am I.
But I
just happen to know everything about it.
right? Because I don't know why, but Angelina and Brad got in a fight on their private jet on the way back home from some exotic place, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And that's, she's filing for,
Full custody.
for full custody, divorce, due to irreconcilable differences
Yeah.
because of one fight, which I can't imagine it's just that one.
But he pissed on the tarmac, and
Oh, did he?
that's like all the stuff's coming out of because the only way that you get
That's a baller move.
the only
That's
way you
true.
get full custody is if you can prove that this other person is way too unfit to raise the children. And the only way to do that is to come up with a bunch of shit that they're guilty of.
Touche.
So she's pulling everything that she has in her bag because she wants those kids. Because
Why?
the marriage is over and she wants those kids.
7 adopted kids from 7 different countries.
No, that's not true.
How many?
Because they have their own
Is it
kids.
5?
They have their own biological kids.
Do they?
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston never had a baby.
Nope.
So Brad and Angelina made babies?
Yeah.
How many?
Like at least 2, maybe 3.
All right. And they have 7.
I don't know that they have 7. I think they have 5 kids.
5 kids.
2 adopted, 3 original. Born and raised.
10.0. All right. Well, I don't know. I find it.
What do you
fascinating.
think? You think she should just? Well, the marriage is over, and I guess the kids.
Send them back.
Send them back.
No, I mean I'm sure.
Really sorry this didn't work out.
As she noogies the top
Yeah.
of their head as she puts them on her private plane, and mommy's not going.
They show up at some shithole island wearing
Oh,
designer
shithole
tennis
island.
shoes and,
Right.
and clothes, and they don't even have the
running water.
They can't even speak the language anymore, and they're like, "Hey, what's up? I guess I live here now." Like,
We were just racist.
I don't know. That's not racist.
That's not racist. That's more
Nationalists.
yeah, nationalist. There we go.
That was not even. You don't even know what country I was making fun of.
I would assume Africa.
No,
Oh,
it's Canada.
hey.
You know those French-speaking fucks.
We. Okay, so Moving on. Man, we just transitioned from
I
a
know.
shooting to Angelina.
We
to,
totally just blew over that, but
Yeah, but it's probably best to leave that sort of discussion, for the
Yeah.
professionals like Bill